lot of rubbers at home, so they are not happy to give it out. Even when they have 1,000, they don't give it out, we don't have any trouble. But he had few, and he managed to bring it to all of us. Kevin Fang is one of our top players in United Kingdom. Not only in London, but for Kevin. He came all the way from his home down to our club here in East Greenwich. A big round of applause for Kevin. Give us our Kevin Fang. Thank you, Mr. Kevin. Thank you. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thanks so much.
TJ, who are these go to? Who are these rubbers go to?
Let's find out for these four. This four, let me stop. These four
for you guys.
For you four. So this for
the gym.
For you. Let's put this inside.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, Kevin, why do you decide to give us rubber? People are just move closer. Yes.
Well, to be honest, they were lying around in my house, and you know, maybe I thought it's good for myself another day, another years. And then today it was like just giving away really. Just be generous.
Thank you so much
for 1 or 2 more.
Okay, you decided. But what advice will you give to other players over there who have got so many of these things? Because it doesn't cost them anything. Even if they want to sell it as no problems, they should sell it cheaper or give it away for other people to be useful, isn't it? There's some beginners players, look at them over there. You know, when they try this one, they improve. Because we use good rubber, you know, it's is it quality rubbers? Thank you so much, Kevin.
What I'd say is, you know, for players who have those different rubbers, just find the ones that you like.
Find the ones you like.
And then when you find the ones you like, the rest,
give it out. Give it away.
Then you won't be tempted to go back.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's good for you, selfishly, but at the same time, it's like, you know, this will just be my room.
This
players, like, I know, TJ, you got 2 kids, so I thought, of course.
Kids, Kevin Fang is giving it to you. Say thank you to him. Thank you so much.
You guys don't have amazing rubbers already.
Let me see. Let's see. Take it out.
Definitely, yeah, for sure.
How about that? Thank you.
TJ,
What advice can you give to the kids? Because they are future players in position. Please, what advice can you give to them? We have so many kids. Please come. Christian, come. We have so many young players here. Please, give us advice. Because this table tennis is for all of us. It's a table where we enjoy the most. Yes. Kevin Fang is one of the top players. Yes. Which club are you playing against? Which club?
I play for Morpeth.
For Morpeth. What division is that?
Division 1.
Division 1 in Central London League. Amazing. And I've met him in so many tournaments, you know, amazing tops in, you know what I mean? Yeah. So here, you want to advise the young players, the youth, our future in table tennis. Over to you, Kevin Fang.
I would say it's really about being prepared. I think when you come to your sessions, always push yourself by playing stronger players and those people who are willing to coach you as well. Even if someone is a lot better than you, it's okay because they can pass on some tips. And then give back as well. Give back to people lower than your level. It comes and goes. But I think when you hit a certain level, it might be worth playing at different clubs that have overall stronger players. In the Fusion, they've got top juniors. And that's the way you improve, by playing people better than you. But you can't be selfish all the time, so you have to give back. With equipment, I would say play with a slower blade, and you know, with your rubbers, always update them every 6 months or sooner. But don't play with equipment that's too fast for you. And if you're in doubt, just ask around, really. But it's not rocket science, but it's just about playing consistently 2 to 3 times a week. 3 times a week, you'll start to improve. But yeah, it really depends on who you play. So stick with TJ sessions, because there's always going to be good players here, like TJ. I'll pop in every now and then. But if you feel like you want to get to the next level, just go to stronger clubs, Fusion, Morpeth. Depends how much you want to invest in the sport. I mean, that's all I can say really today.
Thank you, Kevin. And I believe the youngsters over here, they might have 1 or 2 questions to ask one of our top player in the UK. Yes? Let me start from myself. Kevin, how long have you been playing table tennis, and why have you chosen table tennis as your top sport? Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm 25 right now. I've been playing since I was about 8 years old. So trained from 8 to 11 quite casually, and then I joined a junior squad from 11 to 18. That's where I started to improve quite a lot. I played at Ellenborough Club in North London, and then still play to this day because I just really enjoy the sport. Um, when you're a junior and you're improving, it's quite addictive because you're always improving, so it's fun. But the reason I still play is just because it keeps me active. I enjoy actually just playing the sport, regardless of if I win or lose. I used to always just want to win every time. I always wanted to, get medals and improve my ranking. But now I just play because I play at a good level, so I can play quite beautiful strokes and just hit the ball around. That's what keeps me going.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Now, please, I would like you to ask questions. 1 or 2 is fine. All right, so that we're not going to waste much of his time. I guess he's going somewhere at the moment. So the young player, young stars, even one of the adults over there, please, what question do you like to ask one of our top player in United Kingdom? Over to you, Kate. Yes. Yes, over to you guys. Thank you.
So when did you reach Division 1?
Yes. When did you reach? What's your name, please?
Tristan.
Is a Christian, okay? Thank you so much for your question. Kevin, over to you.
Yeah, I joined Division 1 last year. The year before I was in Division 2, but that's because it was my first year in Central League. So I had to start in Div 2 as part of Highbury. I played for that club just after COVID. But I've been playing local league for a long time. Since I was 12 years old, I played in the North Middlesex League. And I worked my way up from Division 4, 3, 2, 1 to the top of that division. And I think there's the point that everyone starts from somewhere. When I was a junior, I was quite big, quite chubby, quite slow. Amongst my group, I was never the strongest, but I just kept at it. Luckily, I was playing with strong players all the time. But yeah, guys, just don't be intimidated if you see a very strong player, because they all started from somewhere. And I think if people don't want to give you the time of day, then they're just very selfish, really. A hit, even if it's just 5-10 minutes. But yeah.
Thank you. Any other question from anyone? Okay, thank you. Your name first?
Lionel.
Okay.
What other sport do you do apart from table tennis?
Thank you.
Oh, that's it. That's it, really. I just play table tennis these days.
Wow.
I used to play a bit of badminton. I still do runs every now and then, but I'm not as fit as I should be. But just table tennis. I play 2 to 3 times a week, and then I guess I work, so it's quite tough to squeeze out.
That's good. I like that. I like that. Anybody else? Oscar? Okay, Ramat, thank you. Your name?
Ramat.
Okay. Your question?
What kept you motivated to play table tennis?
Okay. She said, what motivated you to keep playing table tennis? Is that a question?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a good question. I think there's 2 answers. From when I was a kid, like 12 to 18, what kept me motivated there was the group of people I played table tennis with. I really enjoyed their company. We became friends outside of table tennis. And so even if I didn't want to play or didn't have the motivation, I was too busy with something else, we'd still hang out after the session. So that's what kept me going. Also, I guess my parents were paying for my lessons as well. So
Wow.
yeah, more like forced to, but enjoyed it nonetheless. But from 18 onwards, really just like wanted to improve my game 1%, every time. When I was 18, I had a very good technical base, but my match play was quite weak. So I found that actually by playing more matches, my level was improving slightly every time. And then just staying fit, enjoying the people I play with. And sports is with table tennis is very competitive. So it's good to learn more about yourself, more about others, how to be competitive, but not like too much of not being a bad person.
Okay. Thank you. Any other question before we ask him, to leave? Anybody from Oscar or Alamin or Magnus? Anybody? Okay, I think Charles is coming from Ghana. Yes, welcome back from. Okay, thank you.
I just want to ask,
Yes, please.
how do you determine whether maybe this particular rubber suits your play? How do you know whether you have to use like a fast rubber or a very slow rubber or more spinny rubber? Like how do you?
Yeah, that's a good question. Nice to meet you, by the way. I've seen you around, mate.
Is
I've
it?
seen you definitely crushing in Division 3. Yeah. That's a good question, and I'm not the best example because I do change rubbers quite a lot.
myself, that's what I'm
Yeah, I think the blade, it's a bit easier. It depends on what the outer layer of the wood is.
Okay.
Some woods are softer and some woods are harder. So depending on whether you like to spin the ball more and have more kind of a variety in your game, like touch, if you like to do a lot of creative shots, a softer wood would help, even if it's with carbon. But if you're more of a power hitter like me, where I'm more direct and just hit through it, I play with a Koto outer layer, harder wood,
Okay.
because that basically means that the ball stays on the blade less long. So the blade is quite easy. I probably would say if you're high level, just play with a carbon blade, because these days the ball is quite slow and everyone is taking it quite early, so you need a lot of speed. So going for carbon is good, but with rubbers, it's tough. What kind of game style do you play, Charles?
I'm more of an attacker.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
More
like to
forehand
spin, more
dominate?
forehand, yeah.
And what rubbers do you play with right now?
At the moment, I used to play Geo, but at the moment I'm playing Tenergy on my forehand. Because I keep switching on
Yeah.
rubbers, it keep messing up my play. I don't actually get my rhythm.
Yeah. Your backhand energy as well.
No, my backhand is T-bar.
Backhand C-bar. It's a good question. I mean, Tenergy and these German rubbers are all quite good. But I think the key thing now is what you want to play with on your forehand. A tacky rubber or a non-sticky rubber. So Tenergy is good if you put a little bit, and it gives you a lot, the German rubbers. But I find that with the tacky rubbers, like Hurricane, if you boost it,
Okay.
and also the hybrid rubbers, like T-bar hybrid, if you go big in your strokes, you get a lot of quality and a lot of kick. And so I find that for my style, I play better with the hybrid sticky rubbers on the forehand, and I play Tenergy on my backhand. So just kind of basics there, but I think it's not good to change so much. But if you do change, like I do, change one thing at a time. So if you change your rubbers, make sure you've done your research and you change just the rubber, not the blade and the rubber, which I've done in the past. But I think actually, to an extent, if you feel like you're comfortable with your bat and you have no real complaints, it's good to just stick with it. If you find that, say you play Tenergy and you say it's messing up your game, maybe it's because it's giving you too much catapult. And if you have a big forehand, maybe something more sticky would help your counters. But that's really it. The blade is the most important thing. And the blade I would not recommend changing unless you're really struggling.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Kevin Fang. Put your hands together for him again. Thank you so much, Kevin. Nice to see you.
I'll be playing next week, so
Okay.
if you guys are free.
No problem. No problem. Thank you.
Thank you. So, Charles, did you come over with Derek and
Yeah,
Anthony?
yeah.